Welcome back, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. How are y'all doing? Hope you guys are doing amazing. Coin is here, back at it once again. Taking a look at AMC at the time of recording. It's August 2nd, 2026. I'm going to be taking a look here at the moving averages here for AMC. We got the golden cross on the daily time frame. That hasn't happened since 2021. You know, the cycle seems to be repeating itself. Really all we need now is a roaring kitty tweet. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So here, taking a look at the weekly time frame, AMC closed at $2.82. You know, it's AMC has a good strong momentum here. Second candle close above this 50 moving average on the weekly time frame. I'm going to jump on over to the daily just to show that golden cross that we have been waiting for. You can see it right here. The 50 crossed the 200. Key area right here. We filled in this gap. Very key area that we are. You know, this is it. Double top. You know, we could see that some sellers will be interested. I've seen this pattern before in the past. First off, I'll give my technical analysis, and then I'll give examples of this that I have seen in the past. So this is a really good setup here. If we look to the left, this is where where we had that wedge pattern back in October 2025, where, you know, huge wedge pattern that we were in, only to have this huge sell off. Crazy. I did not think we would be seeing, you know, dollar AMC at this point, but you know, it has 2x from where the current low was at. Now, you know, we're back to this huge key level. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on over to the 15-minute time frame, and then I'm gonna, you know, dive a little deeper on this technical analysis. So yeah, what I do think that we are going to be seeing here is a bit of a correction back down to the downside. It's staying here consolidated, I think 2 days, about 3 days now. You know, why would the market makers give this much time? I think it's giving sellers a time, giving them time to sell. I'm actually going to go back to the 4-hour. Giving retail sellers, giving traders an opportunity to sell. You know, I think sellers would be more interested right here, since it's a double top right here. So what I do think that is going to happen is we're going to get some correction back down here to this level. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a level here for you guys. That way we can take a look back. Possibly somewhere in this area. So I do think we are going to possibly consolidate for the next, you know, maybe couple days, only to retest this area. And then I think this is where we get our move upward. I don't know on the exact date, but I do think that, you know, we're going to see something along the lines of this here moving forward. This is it, you guys. This is the final test right here. This is the moment that we have been waiting for. Key level. I do think we will be pushing out of here. Not sure how high. If we go back to the weekly time frame, I think within, this year, I think we can possibly be seeing a squeeze to $9. We could see back in May 2024, it reached all the way here to $11. A lot of times when you get like a quick flash squeeze where it only corrects, a lot of times it goes to a lower area, never reaching this exact for the short term. So I do have some shares limit sell orders at $9.23 just to capture, take some off the table if, just in case that does happen. Just in case if there's like a flash squeeze, take some profits right there. So, I mean, it is possible, but yeah, we'll just have to take it day by day, week by week. But yeah, that is my thoughts behind this setup right here. Interesting that the market makers staying here. Like I said, I do think it's giving opportunity for sellers. It's a trap for the sellers, in my personal opinion. None of this is financial advice, just for educational purposes only. So now another interesting fact right here, or interesting thing that happened. So Dogecoin back in October 2022 was trading around 5 cents. And then October 25th, there was a partial eclipse. And, that new moon fade that I've talked to about, if you guys have been following the channel, you guys know what I'm talking about. Where after the new moon, like this is an example, here's the new moon. When it's on the low, then it reverses back up to the high. Had somewhat of a similar setup for Dogecoin back in October 2022. Interestingly enough, there was a partial eclipse around that time. And it squeezed from 5 cents, 6 cents, all the way to 16 cents. I remember that. Because I remember selling when it dipped right here. I was one of the sellers. Only for it to squeeze. I remember I had to wait all the way till October 2023 to get back down to 5 cents. And then that's when my opportunity, and that's when I started jumping back into Dogecoin because I missed the bus. This setup, that was my worst trade, but also my best trade because, I learned a lot from that. And, we have a similar setup here for AMC. But yeah, this Wednesday, or this in a couple weeks, August 12th, on the Wednesday, August 12th, 2026, we have a total eclipse, which is very interesting. So maybe there is something tied to that. You see a lot of the same setups. A lot of times, I do trade forex, and you see these setups happen time and time. But yeah, moving forward though, I do think AMC is looking pretty strong. Not only the technicals, but the box office. We got Spider-Man coming up, and yeah, the box office has been doing pretty good. As I stated, all we need is like a roaring kitty tweet or something like that. But yeah, this is looking good for AMC. I just had to mention that. I mean, I've seen this setup so many times in forex. It's a good shakeout strategy for the market makers. But yeah, I just thought I'd chime in here, give you my thoughts on what we could potentially be seeing moving forward. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Like the channel, or like the video, comment down below. Helps out their algorithm. So I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And let's start the week strong. Till next time, take care, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.